Hello, we're live.
Hello, welcome to a crazy afternoon, episode 129.
129.
And we say crazy, it's just because we're ill prepared.
That's right. It's been super busy.
What have you been
all sorts
doing
of
all day?
things.
All you've had to do today, BJ, is sit around and get ready for the show.
Well, I was really excited about some news that I saw overnight.
What news?
I'll tell you later.
Did you sleep?
No.
Not much? Welcome, everybody.
That's good
Welcome.
news.
Episode 129. What a week it's been.
It's been a huge week. Events again
Huge events.
and products.
Products.
So we've got news, we've got new stuff.
We got results.
Yes.
We got the trophy cabinet is bursting at the seams.
It's massive, isn't it? It's full.
It's phenomenal.
Excellent.
And we got car of the week, and we got people watching. So who have we got watching today, Beach?
We've got the boss man.
Oh, how are you, boss man? Boss man's a bit under.
I'm fine. I'm okay now. I was a bit funky just before the
Should I
weekend.
be wearing a mask? What's going on?
It's a bit late now, isn't it?
Could be. Hey, boss man. Hope you're feeling well. Hello to everybody else watching.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. Car of the week.
Yes,
Let's
car of the
start.
week. What do we need to know? We need to know the make,
The model.
the colour.
The year.
That's probably about it, eh?
The scale.
Scale, yes. It might be a bit obvious, though.
Is it? I hope you think it's obvious. I don't know what it is.
It might be obvious. I don't know. I just say that. Everyone still has to guess.
I know. I'm actually excited. We've been promising these nice new delivery of 18 scale Ferraris.
Yeah, where are they?
I know.
Where are they? I heard that they were coming soon.
That 6
And we're
months
still not
ago.
here.
No, that's the way of the world at the minute. So
It
hopefully
is.
they come in time for Christmas.
Hopefully.
And you can bet they're going to be absolutely beautiful.
We will be showing them
No?
once they arrive.
So what we got on today?
So we've got a lot of things on. So we're going to talk about events, where we did really well.
Mm.
I think we should say hello to Jeffrey Lee.
Jeffrey
He's
Lee?
on, he's watching out. And Retro Rob.
Retro Rob. He keeps popping up all the time now,
He
doesn't
does.
he?
Does.
It's easy now
Loves
that we've put a face to the name.
That's
No?
right.
Because we met
Yeah.
him at the bash.
That's right.
So that's really cool. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Now let's recap on last weekend.
Last weekend.
So last weekend we had on up in Canberra,
Yep.
hosted by the ACT MCRC Model
Is it?
Club Radio Control. I probably got that wrong, but
Yep.
up there, the Canberra guys.
Yep.
They hosted the KWR Engineering 2022 EP Nationals.
Yes, which was the on-road.
Yeah, so it's on-road national titles, 10
Yes.
scale electric.
Yes.
That's a mouthful.
Hmm.
And yeah, our team was there. I actually flew up for
Yep.
the event. I flew up Saturday Arvo
Yep.
to help support the team, massage some shoulders,
Yeah. Got to get them in the
which
in
I
the
did,
zone,
which
right?
I did really well. Like Steve Cornell, never been better. He's
Yep.
got traps the size of tree trunks.
Has
That
he?
guy, yeah.
Wow.
And John Hughes copped a couple.
Did he?
Yeah,
Whether
Yeah.
you liked him or not, he got
no,
them.
that's right. I was
Yep.
a bit scared to touch the champ Simon Nicholson because he
Yeah.
was like in the zone. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
And he was handing it to him all weekend.
He was.
So we had Yokomo qualified BD11s,
Yes.
qualified first and second in modified.
Yes.
And then we had like 5 in the top 10,
Yes.
which was really cool.
Hmm.
We had Matty Jenkins as well that come
Yep.
up in the B,
Yep.
in the top 2 in the B.
Yep.
In stock, 13.5. Again, we looked at the grid 1 and 2.
Yep.
That which was really good between Christian Silva and Alex.
Yes.
And in 21.5, I think we had 7th, 8th, and 9th in the A.
How about I bring up the photo and you can introduce the team to all the viewers?
How do I introduce the team?
Well, I'm going to do this. I'm going to try something cutting edge.
Don't get all technical on us. Oh,
How's that?
BJ's got 2 computers going. This could go anyway.
How's that?
That's my one. You'd be I don't know. Can the people see it?
Yeah, they can see it.
It's not coming up on our screen.
Yeah, right there. So you know everyone there.
We know everybody there.
Okay, so how about we start off with on the far right, kneeling,
Yep.
pointing up in the air like this.
Oh,
Okay,
all
so
pointing
who's
up in
that?
there. Well, nobody
Who's
else
this?
can. Nobody else can see that. Who you're pointing to? Do you have a cursor or something that you can
Oh, how's
move
this?
over it?
Does that work? Oh, there we go.
Can people see that
look at
even?
Look, yeah, they can.
All right.
Yeah, look at that. You see that?
So
Right
we
here.
got-
Who's this?
We got Johnny Puce.
That's John Puce.
Yep.
Okay, and next to
So-
John Puce.
We got Anthony Coretti.
Okay.
Then we got Alex Zalewski.
Yes.
That's a good looking rooster. That bloke in the hat.
This stranger in the middle.
Hey,
That guy looks awfully like you.
it does, doesn't it?
Yep. Okay.
Christian Silva.
Yes.
Oh, Noah Jenkins.
Noah, yes.
Hey, not
As
only
in
did
the
he,
juniors.
yeah, he qualified second on the grid in
Yes.
junior. He got second on the day
Yes.
on Sunday. So a 3A main final for the juniors. Yeah,
I saw some video. He was going really well.
he did really, really
Mm.
well.
On the end?
Who we got there? I don't know. Jake McKee.
Yep. Let's go over this side.
Got Paul Pollock, Mad Canadian.
Yes.
Hey, he was good.
Yes.
We had a car trip on the way back. Actually, we carpooled. We drove
Yep.
back. We drove back to the shop Monday Arvo.
Yep.
It was a good car trip. We've got Anthony Bryant.
Yep.
Could be.
Yep.
Oh, I don't know. You're testing the green matter now.
You told me before. I can't remember though.
I can't. I've had a mental. You put me under. I'm getting
Oh,
massive.
sorry. We'll come back.
I can't identify that person from here.
Yep.
Then we got Brett Wilson next to him.
Yes.
Big guy in the middle.
Yep.
We've got Steve Cornell.
Yep.
Putting the guns on show as usual.
Yes.
Matty Jenkins.
Yes.
And Simon Nicholson.
And where did Simon finish?
Simon Nicholson cleaned up.
Yep.
He did really, really well. So we
Yep.
had Simon Nicholson TQ'd.
Yes.
Anthony Caretti, the other factory Yokomo driver,
so he's
in
Anthony
second.
there.
Yep. Anthony had some really bad luck in the finals. Got cleaned up by traffic.
Yes.
Had some really bad troubles there.
Yes.
I think he ended up with 2 broken cars, pretty much 2 DNFs, and
Yeah,
I
it's
think
a bit bad
maybe
luck,
a
isn't it?
4th or a 5th. So
Mm.
so overall.
Yep.
But yeah, so we had Simon Nicholson who TQ'd and cleaned up.
Yes.
Absolutely put on a show of force in A1,
Yep.
which is the first leg of the finals.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, A2 made a slight error, kissed the boards, and in the name of tyre conservation,
Yes.
just pulled into the pits
Yes.
to make sure that we had as fresh rubber as possible for
Well, that's part of
A3.
the strategy of the control tire, right?
Yeah, but then
Yep.
just after A2 finished, the rain came.
Yes.
So it looked like if it was going to be rain cancelled, young Jeffrey Mackey of the ARC team would have cleaned up because he got a second and a first in A2.
Yes.
Meanwhile, in A2, we had John Puce, Jeff Hammond, and Damon Perry were having a race of their lives.
Yeah. Should we have a look at that?
Yeah, let's have a look at a bit
So
of the
here's
footage.
a bit of the action, and this is like amazing footage.
Really good. So Jeff Hammond is like 10th ranked in the world. He's a 1X pan
There
car
with
driver.
John
He
and
runs.
Jeff. Meanwhile, Maggie checked out
Here we
Gorn
go.
in this one.
So they hearing the audio 2 through come on this.
Yeah, it should be.
So this is just a little snippet of the action. So we've
Down
got
the line
Damon
they go.
Perry
Damon protecting
in
that
second
inside
place,
line,
which is the
going
blue and
into the
white car.
teardrop.
We've got John Puce in third place
Ham's
because
got
Jeffrey
a
Mackey's
good
off in
car
the distance.
underneath them,
Yep.
just can't
And
find
we've
a way
got
to
Jeff
get
Hammond
by.
in the bright red car in
Yep.
fourth place.
You can
So-
see
so
him. He
looking
can
at-
turn under these guys at
Damon,
will.
John, and
Just
Jeff.
can't
Yep.
find a daylight.
So
These guys
Damon's
doing
in
a
the
great job
automatics.
keeping
Yep.
Hammond
And these
behind
guys
them.
are all in modified. So this is
So
A-League
this
two.
is third, fourth, and fifth.
Damon
Yeah,
in
we're
the
watching
blue.
No,
red
second,
and
third, and
white
fourth.
Oh, is it?
in
Okay, second, third, and fourth.
Yeah. So this is the one that Simon Nicholson pulled out,
Yep.
and Jeff Mackey sort of cleared off at the start.
Look at how tight all these lines are.
John
And how
behind
fast
him,
these
followed
cars
by
are.
Jeff.
And John Puce, John Puce's BD11
Oh,
was absolutely
man.
on fire.
Yes.
Some
He had the
hardcore
dash
racing
Aramex
side by
power
side.
unit
No,
in
the
there.
tail wheel to wheel.
5-turn modified.
Yep.
With the Dash AI2 speed controller.
Yep.
So it was working really, really well.
Down
And
the
I
line
think
they
Jeff
go.
Hammond
Hammond
probably had
get
a
a
4.5-turn Dash
Hard on
V3
the
motor.
blinders.
Yep.
Hammond
Again,
can't make it
with
happen.
the AI2 speed
Yep.
controller.
You see Jeff
Excellent
there,
battle
I
here,
mean,
modified
he's
AB
right on
number
the
2.
tail
Jeff, your
of
leader.
John.
He's
Yeah.
See how
out
he
front,
pulls
way
up
gone.
at the end
What
of
a
the
fight
straight.
we got for that
Yeah.
2
So
spot.
he's really tight. He's really
Damon
he's having a
hanging
look
on.
everywhere.
John
He's having a look
with
everywhere.
Hammond
Yeah.
behind him.
And John's just
On
able
his
to
right
close
hand,
off. But
Hammond
watch
with a
here
run
as he
again.
comes down to the.
Oh,
Look how
man,
tight
that
he gets it.
breaking
Okay,
maneuver,
he had a
can't get it
little look
done.
in.
He had a
From
little
the
look in,
inside.
but didn't close it and
No,
didn't
that's
take him
right.
out.
No, that's right.
And that's the hardest bit, is actually having that much control of your car.
Mackie
And not
out
hitting
front,
each
down
other.
the
No, that's
straightaway. We
You know,
stay with
I'm
this
barely able to get around the
fantastic
track
fight
without
for
hitting
2,
things, let
3,
alone
and 4.
millimeters
On
off
his right
other
Hammond
cars.
again,
That's it.
has to
Oh, look at
check
that. That was
out.
another look.
So it was really,
Hammond
really
the
cool.
inside,
Oh,
saw the
Look, they had a
daylight,
touch,
can't
but
do
then they
it.
waited.
Yes.
That door-to-door is okay. That happens.
Yes.
But you can't just send it
All
up
right,
the
our leader's
inside.
going to be coming up here
and
out of
take
the
each other out.
switchbacks, coming
You
to
see
the
how they caught up
hairpin
again?
here. Oh,
Yeah.
no, Perry sideways. Pugh's going to go
See,
by.
and that was
Hammond
just a
goes by.
small
Here's Hammond
mistake
with a
Damon
run.
Perry made
Hammond
himself,
making it
unforced error.
happen.
He
Here
just lit
coming
it up.
onto the
And they've
straightaway
both gone
now.
past.
They've both
Hammond
gone past.
going
This is
from
the blink of an
4
eye.
to 2.
So now those two have touched.
Yep.
35
phenomenal-
seconds to go.
phenomenal.
What a race we
Amazing,
have
isn't
in A-main number 2.
Absolutely.
Absolutely awesome.
So that was just some of the action.
Yep.
I did a bit of rough footage. I did a few lives from
Well, it's not
For
rough.
my handheld.
It's raw.
It's raw.
Raw. It's from the time.
Yeah.
I watched it live.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, hopefully a few people did. Like I said, it wouldn't be great cinematography, but just trying to capture some of the action was really hard. I was really hoping to get interviews with people and stuff, but everybody's so focused. You don't want to interrupt their day or catch them off guard.
Yeah.
So, because like I said, I only got there Saturday afternoon. So Saturday afternoon, I was really introducing myself because a lot of these guys I hadn't met before.
No, that's
I've been dealing with them for the last 3 years here at Hearns, but during what's gone on in the world, there hasn't been a lot of traveling and a lot of racing. So, yeah, but it was really good to meet the team. Went out for a team dinner Saturday night.
Yep.
I can't thank the team enough for putting on such a great show. It's really the team to be with.
Well, it's a real team spirit too, isn't it?
Real team spirit.
Everyone has really good communication.
Yeah.
They get along together really well.
Yeah,
and share all
and
their
John Puce pulls
advice.
everybody together. He's helping people. Everybody helps each other. Noah was a little star. He was running around getting people's ties for them and really helping out. Noah was playing with all the other kids. And a big shout out to the Bendigo Club. So we had Jack Dewhurst, who actually won the juniors.
Yep, amazing.
Who's a junior Bendigo member, driving his X-ray.
Yep.
And then we had young Noah, Bendigo. So for a little regional club, and no disrespect to the club, but for a regional club to put the top 2 juniors just goes to show how healthy that club is.
Absolutely.
You know?
I mean, they're getting nurtured in that environment.
And that's why we're behind the club, Bendigo On-Road Club as a whole. It's because it's a great little club, and I'm sure there's going to be plenty of race wins for both Jack and Noah in the future.
Yeah.
And lucky Matt Jenkins was there just to drive him.
Yeah, that's right.
So we had a bit of wrenching time. Damien Dixon also stayed with us from Geelong Club.
Yep.
He was really good. He had the race of his life, and I can't remember now. I hope he doesn't get a C or the D main. Doesn't matter. He was having good, close races.
Well, that's it. I mean, it's about getting to find your level and working in that level, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and being happy with,
Yeah,
your
that's
best.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
And that's the thing at the nationals level is that you can find and you can have good racing wherever you are.
That's right.
Because it's like the best of the best from around the country. So a huge congratulations to all the team. Congratulations to everybody who was there. Sorry if I haven't named you in the photo, but I can't see it from here. Maybe I do need glasses. We were just discussing it yesterday.
Probably do.
But yeah, we took home heaps of trophies. There was heaps of smiles.
Yes.
BD11's awesome.
And
to celebrate that,
we're having a party.
We're having a Hearns party.
That's right.
What are we doing?
We are having a sale.
We're having a sale, aren't we?
Yeah. To give you the opportunity to join in on Yokomo and all of the Yokomo goodness.
Yeah.
We have kits available at a heavily reduced price.
Yeah.
To celebrate our twin on-road nationals.
Yeah. So we took out double national titles.
That's right.
And those two, so we had Alex, sorry, I haven't even named him, Alex Zalewski in 13.5.
That's right.
Who's a national. We had Christian Silva in second.
Yes.
So between Alex in stock and Simon in the mod class or open, there's 11. Between the two of them, they've won 11 national titles. Now, I also know that John Puce and Anthony Coretti's also won national titles. I don't know how many for every driver.
Yeah.
But to celebrate Simon's and Alex's achievement, we've put 11 Yokomo kits on special. So we've reduced the price across the board on Yokomo kits. The first 11 to sell, whether it's on-road or off-road, will get the super special price.
That's right.
To celebrate and to thank the team and give everybody the chance to jump on board.
Absolutely.
Really, really good.
Maybe I should put the link up here.
Link.
I have the link here.
What
somewhere.
link? Chain link?
The Yokomo link. Let me find it. I'll find it and I'll pop it up here.
And our off. What is that? Is that me? Nan. Is it Nan? I don't know. Somebody playing the banjo outside, I think. It's not coming from me. Quite distracting. So, and we've also got a VDS round this weekend. We'll touch on that.
VDS, what is VDS? That's a Victorian
Drivers Series for 1/10 off-road.
Yep.
And that's actually been hosted at the Keilor Club, but put on by Wodonga, if that makes sense.
Yep, and that's because
Wodonga was meant to have the round this weekend, but unfortunately, due to the floods here in Victoria, the Wodonga off-road track's currently underwater. It is like knee-high in mud and silt over there.
And that's from
Diamond Creek's come right up, and it's really made a mess down there. So they've yelled out to the boys, Simon and the club out at Keilor, and said, "Can we have this? Everybody wants to come racing." So Keilor have done a quick working bee and tidied the track up, and they're having a VDS round for them, which is going to be really cool. Unfortunately, I won't be there in presence this weekend, but yeah. And as a little sideline to make it really different and stand out, they're running the track backwards.
Well, it needs to be a bit different,
And they
isn't it?
just announced it today.
Yeah.
And it'll make it unique. So I haven't seen any footage of the cars getting around Keilor today, but yeah. So we've got Nathan be leading the team.
Yep.
Nathan Healy.
Yes.
In 2-wheel mod, 4-wheel mod.
Yes.
We'll have Simon, of course. He'll be doing the wrenching. Tamara in juniors. Then we've got Deming. He's going out there Sunday. He's got family commitments. Paul Paulek was making vicious rumors, but he probably won't get there.
Vicious rumors.
Vicious rumors about turning up. Who else? Oh, Sebi. Sebi will be there.
Oh, that's right. He was in here just before.
Paul Slifka will be there. All campaigning Yokomo. So, yeah, we've got Yokomo's given us some really good cars lately, and wherever we seem to take them, we do really well. It's really nice to have such a positive team. All right,
Really.
enough blowing our trumpet and getting everybody to come on board. Let's talk about car of the week. I feel that you're ignoring me, Beige.
Sorry, I'm looking for stuff. Oh, here we go. I was just trying to find that link. So I'm just going to grab this link
Yeah.
and I'm going to show people if I can work out.
All right,
Where
you
it
do
is.
that. We'll talk about car of the week. Can we
Yep.
see the guesses or the comments?
Yeah.
You've got two computers going, and none of them are.
Here we go.
I'm just scared.
We got no guesses at all. So Brett Wilson is on.
Brett Wilson, he was there. Done you, Bretto.
So
He was good. He was subject to a rub or two as well.
really,
Poor Brett Wilson.
Well, you would have been tight.
He qualified really, really well, and I know he was put a lot of pressure on himself to perform.
Yep.
Fortunately, didn't go his way in the finals.
oh
You
really?
know what I mean? He just made a couple of small errors, and that at that level they cost you big. You know what I mean? But I'm sure they'll take away. I know he's super excited to test some more opinions. But at the end of the day, yeah, I mean, it was what
You
it
did
was.
the special delivery, didn't you?
I did a special delivery of opinion to him.
Yes.
That was my whole reason for going. Well, that's what I tell the tax man anyway.
Right.
No. So yeah, it was really, really cool. Yeah, Brett Wilson did really well. You got to be proud of yourself, Brett. I want to
Well done.
say he come like 7th, but I could be wrong. I don't have the sheets in front of me, but definitely in the top 10 and did really well.
Well, I've just shared the link to that sale if you want to get involved.
Big sale.
So if you want to be part of the Yokomo team, good chance to get yourself a award-winning Yokomo car, whether it's on road or off-road.
BD11.
BD11 is the car.
This is
from National.
this is the very box that's going to go to somebody. It's all taped up, ready to
That's
go.
it, factory sealed.
I won't talk prices because it's super special.
Yep, just get a link, you'll see.
But you will save
It's worth
yourself
the click.
hundreds of dollars.
Yep.
All right. What have we got? Any guesses? Any comments? Anybody saying hello?
That's pretty much it.
All right.
Yep.
Let's go, Beige. You're up. Batter up.
I'm up. What are we going to talk about?
What have you got for us?
Well, we've got some
Whew.
kits to look at. How about we look at something else radio controller as well, but it goes on a different surface.
What are you talking about? There's
I'm
only
talking
one
about-
surface, mate.
What's that surface?
Terra firma.
Terra firma? What's this one? Terra not so firm.
Terra wetter.
Terra like an otter.
Wetter than an otter's pocket.
So we've got some yachts. So we showed off one of the yachts last week,
Yeah,
didn't
but
we?
that was massive. That was
huge,
like
so you couldn't really see, right? Because we couldn't really put it out of the box. But this one is factory assembled.
this would be good for the bathtub.
Oh, you could put it in the bathtub. You have to blow
That's
to make a wind.
Radio.
You can do something. Sorry, I'll stop there. It might turn really ugly.
Oh,
So
I nearly fainted.
it's pretty hard for you to paint. Too.
Woo!
So these are great. Because
Are
it's
they?
factory assembled. So this is from Joy's Way as well as those really huge ones. So we've got some of those yachts that go up to 1 meter in length in the hull,
Yep.
which means that from the bottom of the keel to the top of the,
Like a
the
metre and a
mast,
half.
or meter and a half,
They're
almost
massive, aren't they?
1.8. Yeah, huge. To this little sucker here, which is a 260 mil. So it's 260 mil from stern to bow.
Yep.
And then
So
comes
we-
with all the radio.
Waterproof ripstop nylon sails.
Yep.
Oh, it has stainless steel rigging.
Has it?
So if you used it in salt water or something, I suppose it wouldn't rust.
No,
Is that the idea?
that's the idea.
Yeah, and it just runs on 3 AAA batteries.
Yep.
So
How
3
good is it?
AAA batteries, and that goes in and that powers the servos.
Really easy to
Because
carry around.
obviously it doesn't have an electric motor or prop or anything,
No,
so it
that's
doesn't
right.
have much.
It's all wind power.
So comes with 2-channel radio gear,
Mhm.
ready to run. It's got a rudder and a sail, and off you go.
That's right. So these are the extremes
Extremes.
that we showed. So the big one last week to the little one here. So we've got little catamarans in between.
Have we?
And then, and then we got 650 mil ones, all the way up to the 1 meter ones. So if you want to get into yachting, it's perfect timing for summer.
The Caribbean. I need a trip to the Caribbean.
Well, this is an easy way.
Easy
Grab one of
way.
those, and you'll be in the
Do
Caribbean.
you reckon if I put one of these under each foot, I could sail away?
I don't know, but I like to see you try.
That could be something that we could do in the Yarra. What do you reckon?
Ah,
What do you reckon? And then you can blow at me.
maybe some other way too.
There
Like
you
with
go.
bellows. No? So there we go. So there's a yacht.
Yacht.
Great for summer. Yeah.
It's salty
So
sea dog.
Salty
Salty sea dog.
Well, I mean, we've got some really interesting weather today, haven't we? We've had 4 seasons already. It's been warm, it's been humid, it's been wet.
It was warm this
We're just
morning.
waiting for dry.
It's gonna rain on the way home.
Yeah.
I feel
Guaranteed.
sorry for these, and I go back to it again. These boys out at Keilor, I know that they spent like an hour or whatever, a couple hours cleaning the track off. It's a really hard pack oil track, so it doesn't get muddy per se.
No.
But it also doesn't offer any traction when it's wet.
Yeah.
Because it's a slick surface. So they spent this morning drying it up. It was dry for 10 minutes and it rained on them.
Well, hopefully it's been like the last couple of events we went to. So Bendigo and then also the Vintage Bash were a little bit wet to begin with, but it ended up okay over the weekend.
Yeah.
So hopefully this weekend is going to be
And the
nice
forecast for Sunday is really nice. I think it's like
there we go.
25 degrees.
good. That'll be perfect for them then.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Car of the
excellent.
week.
Car of the week. We've got no guesses. Oh,
Why
hang
not?
on. There's a guess.
What?
VC Valiant Regal.
Ooh.
So
No,
is that good? Any
Well-
of it good?
it's a Valiant.
Oh, it is a Valiant.
It is a Valiant.
Okay.
I can
All
confirm.
right. So we got something.
I can confirm it is a Valiant.
Right.
But does it help if I do this a bit? I'm
I
really
don't
glad that at least the ball is rolling. I've got a Valiant here. And it's called something. It is definitely called something.
So there's another name we're waiting for.
What else have you got for us? Or do you want me to go again?
Oh, that's classic. Well, you might as well go, eh?
I'll go
You
again.
go, then I'll jump back, eh?
All right.
What do you got?
Silver boxes of joy.
You and your boxes of joy. I like these too. Look at these. They're shiny.
That is really nice packaging, isn't it? Have you got a sharp stabby?
Stabby. Well, you're all set.
No
So
need
what
to
does it
open.
look like on the inside?
There's no need to open everyone. Let's do an unboxing. Let's go to Overhead Town.
You want to go to Overhead Town? Hang on.
Yeah, flip me over. Boom, 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 boom.
What have we got here?
It's an Orca.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a giveaway. It is definitely a LiPo battery.
Yeah.
What are we greeted with?
Greeted with black foam. Oh.
That's nice, isn't it?
Oh. Got a little sheet of info.
Yep.
And then you've got the Ninja Stealth.
Boom. Look at that. That is a 5490 milliamp hour, 135C shorty pack.
Yeah.
So that is perfect for your TCR or on-road applications
Yep.
where you use a shorty battery.
Yep.
It's also good for tool drive off-road where you need a bigger battery
Yep.
and stock. In four-wheel drive, we generally use a smaller 4290 batteries, a little lower profile, a little bit lighter weight.
Yep.
You would think that you would need more juice, but the problem is with tool drive is that you got to get them up to weight. So
Oh, okay.
you may as well not sacrifice any power getting it up to weight.
Yep.
So we generally
fair.
run a big battery in two-wheel drive and a small one in four-wheel drive.
I really like the way they've got the matte finish with
It
the
looks
gloss.
really
Like,
nice in the car. It doesn't look cheesy.
Yep.
That red dot there's to signify obviously
Positive.
the positive.
Yep.
And it's also embossed on the top there.
Yep.
So it's really, really nice. I've had my ones going for about 6 months now.
Hmm.
They go really good. They also do the full size packs, 6390s, 6090s.
Yep.
They perform really well and last even longer. So it's really nice. You know, it's nice that they have a lot of power, not just for one time, but they keep going really, really well. Can go back to the front one.
Frontage.
Yeah,
What else you got there?
this is part of a big Orca shipment. We could be here a
Oh.
while. What have we got here? You can have that one.
What's this?
I'll have this one.
I got some cans.
Got some cans.
Hmm.
Super cap.
Is it?
It's not like a hat. It's a super capacitor. It's not just any capacitor, it's a super capacitor.
Oh, massive.
In fact, let's go back to Overhead Town and we can have a look piece by piece.
Like, look at these. They're huge.
Super capacitor.
So there's 3 capacitors on the board.
There's 3 capacitors on a board,
Yep.
and these are storage capacitors.
Yep.
These are really, really popular with 21.5 and stock racers,
Right.
both on-road and off-road.
Yep.
And that can be the difference between brownouts and stuff too. So I'm not sure that they're used in 12th scale, but I don't see why not.
Yep.
Because I know that brownouts are a big problem. But these one here, they store so much power in them.
Well, they're
Like,
going to
they
be like
store
twice
so much.
to 3 times the size of a regular
They
one, right?
store so much energy that you can unplug the battery and still use the servo
Oh, wow.
for like 10 seconds.
Wow.
And if you have your cooling fans on,
Yep.
they run for like 30 seconds after you've disconnected the battery.
Wow.
So they don't necessarily give you any more power because it all comes from the battery anyway.
Yes.
But they store it, so it's like a little bank there
Yep.
that stores it. So when you have a big power burst or under hard acceleration,
Yep.
that's there to stabilize and take the edge off.
Right.
Because AC motors have drawn quite a lot of current at startup.
Mm.
So that's why they all have capacitors, and this is like an optional part.
Yep.
And a lot of people use them. I know that Simon Healy absolutely loves those things. He has them in all his cars.
So you only use one, right? Have you heard of anyone using 2?
Why not? You could use 2.
I could, couldn't I?
You could use 3.
Right.
You could go bonkers,
Go bonkers?
Yep.
But I guess the more you put on it, the longer it takes for them to charge up.
I suppose. You could charge them up from your car battery and then quickly unplug it and then put in another battery and then
Ah,
no.
right.
It's almost like running more fuel line on your nitro car.
Yep.
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 Doesn't necessarily give you any more fuel. Gives you a little bit of a safety net for your servo operation and your
Yeah,
CVT.
mainly for the brownout, right?
Mainly for brownout
Yep.
and stuff.
Okay. What else you got?
Level
So-
board.
Level board?
Level boards. These are a really popular tool.
How do they work?
So these little legs here, I've explained it before. I'm not going to unpackage everyone. So these little legs here, they screw onto your setup board,
Yep.
primarily used in on-road applications. Nothing to stop you from off-road, but we're generally not that. And then that way, when you're putting your car on scales to do your tweak and weight, balance, and bias,
Yep.
you can make sure that the car's dead level.
Yep.
Because there's no point doing your weight, balance, and bias if your pit table's on an angle.
No, that's right.
You
Because
know?
it's going to look tweaked already.
It's going to look tweaked already. So it just ensures that you're getting your tweak right
Yep.
with that. And you can see here it's got a little bubble.
Bubble.
Yeah, so you put your legs on and you adjust the legs until the bubble is in central.
Yep.
Take the bubble off, put your car on, put the scales, your tweak system, whatever you're using. Really popular little tool.
Oh, there you go. You can see it moving around there. Cool.
That's one thing.
Yep.
Next thing
What
from
else you
Orca,
Oh,
the OE1, the mighty OE1.
Yep.
Really, really popular speed controller.
that's a premium one, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the premium one.
Yep.
So this is the high current one for modified application.
Yes.
Can you go in blinky too? That's no dramas. And what I really like about this speed controller, it sounds silly, is it doesn't have a switch. So you don't have one switch to mount somewhere or to come loose or to get in the way or to get knocked.
Yes.
Really, really easy to calibrate
Yes.
off your transmitter.
Yes.
Really, really easy to program.
Mm.
It's got a 4-button control box. You know, the control box is a little bit, I won't say old fashioned, but it's a little bit old fashioned, but it's very familiar and
Well,
very
familiar is what you
easy.
want.
And it's very easy.
Mm.
And what I love about this speed controller more than anything is the feel
Mm.
and the reliability. So it gives a really, really good feel. You know, you're never like wanting for feel in the mid-range or anything.
Yep.
It's very, very tunable.
Yep.
From obviously your boost and turbo and everything to your punch, your brake feel. There's so many settings on
They're
this.
really good value too, aren't they?
Really, really good value. We've got the Zen support underneath here.
Yep.
Which is really cool. It makes it nice and neat.
Yep.
Really, really sturdy posts
Yep.
to solder onto.
Gold-plated posts.
Yeah, gold-plated posts. And over here, we've got the port for your receiver wire, which
Mhm.
is fully tunable length.
Yep.
So it's not a predetermined wire. So you
Yep.
can custom install it to every install you do.
Yep.
And then we've got a simple little program box plugs in here and fan plugs in this little port here. Fan screws on top if you're using modified or four-wheel drive applications.
Yep.
Two-wheel drive modified, I don't even use a fan.
Just leave it as is.
Even with a 7.5 turn.
Yep. Okay.
Mainly because, I mean, it's just when you have a fan on, it's another thing to break.
Mm.
So unless the speed controller is getting hot or up 60, 70 degrees over, you don't need it. The thing won't thermal until it's at 130 degrees.
Wow.
And from experience seeing guys with these in 12th scale, you can thermal them all day long if you tune it too hard, and they just bounce back and they keep going.
Okay.
So really good little speedy. Super tough. Handy for order applications. Very heavy duty. And from what we've seen, they're super reliable.
That's cool.
Now, the next one down in their range, this is the OE101.
I really like how compact this package is.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Because they've realized that you don't need, and not that the other one's extremely big or bulky.
Yeah.
But this one here doesn't even get hot at 13.5 off-road or 7.5 tour drive off-road with full boost and turbo. It doesn't even get hot. So this one here, the OE101, this is what they call their stock spec speed controller. Now, the difference in this is it's still fully tunable. So it can go obviously blinky and can also go full turbo and boost mode. But it's down to 10.5 turns or 120 amps, I want to say, which is plenty. It still has all the great same program box and same tuning features as the OE1. This one here. It's just a smaller unit. So it fits in your car. It looks really neat. You can see it doesn't even have fan bracketry on it because it doesn't get hot. In 13.5, 17.5, 21.5 on-road, it is fantastic.
That's what you need.
Even 13.5 on-road, you don't even need to put a fan on it. And if you do, it comes with fans in the packet. You can just put it next to it and blow across the case.
Because the whole case is a heatsink, isn't
The
it?
whole case is a metal heatsink. So it's not like the cheaper ones where they have like still a plastic case which doesn't disperse the heat. To make the construction cheaper. They've made it really lightweight and still given it an alloy case. So it has really, really good heat dissipation. It's got the same big gold-plated lugs. Same sensor port. Same program box. Really, really good. This one does have a pre-wired lead, which is really good in 95% applications. And there's nothing to stop you from either shorting this for an application. Or if need be, you can add on length it. You can put an extension lead in there or solder onto it and make it longer. But it's not very often you're going to need a longer lead than that in any application.
I think that's a pretty sweet spot, isn't it?
Yeah. So most of the time you'll make it short. I don't usually cut them. I usually just coil it up, heat shrink it. Good as gold. Nice little unit, super lightweight. So this one here, I want to say the OE1's like 58 grams. And I think this one, the OE101's like 28 grams.
Wow.
Super lightweight. And it's all just really in the heatsink.
It's about the same size as some of these old receivers, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. But it looks really, really good in the car. You can see here the footprint of it, how much smaller it is. So it's missing this whole side section.
Also the thickness of it.
Yeah. Super low profile.
That's cool.
Really cool.
How good is it?
Orca. And that's it. I've got a program box here, but everybody's seen that. And you can watch it. You can watch our show. Simon and I have done an OE101 YouTube show, setting up and tuning. Because like I said, he runs them in a lot of his cars. So,
cool. It's good to have it all back, isn't it?
It is really good to have a complete restock. And I'm sure that with how popular it is that it won't hang around. Well, I mean, there's always more shipments coming.
No, that's right. So it looks like, how about we go back to the car?
Go back to the car.
And what do we got? We've got some guesses here.
Yep.
Where was it?
What have we got? Why is that knife? I'm not allowed sharp things, you know that.
Is this the one I looked at before?
Which one?
The Valiant Regal. We looked at that before, didn't we?
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got another guess. A Valiant AP5.
Oh!
How's that?
It definitely is a Valiant AP5.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh, AP5. Okay. There you go. Because Rob agrees. He says what Steve said.
He agrees with what Steve said?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they reckon.
So what else do we need to know about the AP5? Do we
need to know the colour.
Do we need to know the colour? Do we have a year? A year would be good.
Yeah, so two more.
But it is a Valiant AP5.
Oh, there you go. I didn't know that.
And I want to learn some fun facts about an AP5. So I want you guys out there to Google it and let us know. Where was it made of? These Australian ones? Comes out of Elizabeth. What then became it's a suburb in South Australia.
Oh, I was going to ask you, who's Elizabeth?
What then became Mitsubishi.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know that. I'm hoping our punters at home can let us know.
Right. Okay. Sounds good to me. All right, keep guessing. And what should we do? Should we look at something like this?
Your turn.
It's my turn.
Yeah, what do you
Okay,
want?
let's look at some plastics news. Eh?
Plastics news. Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun.
Actually, we won't look at
Is
that
that
one.
new-
How about
Ooh,
I was going to show
what are you showing?
something else.
What are the people seeing? Because I'm confused.
I'm confused myself now. Where am I going?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh,
We're
here we
still
go.
here.
Let's get rid of that. All right, I'm going to
I'm
put
feeling
this up.
awkward. I'm feeling naked.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, because I shaved.
What is
today.
that?
I shaved.
I mean, you shaved your big mo a while ago.
I know, right? I still get asked about it all the time.
You do?
Yep.
You're known for it. It's going to have to make an appearance. Probably next year during winter.
I have to buy one.
I'll make you one. I'll cut one out of cardboard for you.
Wow. Because it's not going
Got
to
a
be
blue
like,
tack? Stick it on?
as long as it's not going to be recycled hair.
Recycled hair.
Yeah.
Could be.
What else have you got? Come on.
There we go. Tacom have announced they're going to be doing.
Tacom.
That's right.
Where
And
do they
Apache.
come from?
From China.
Are they Chinese?
Yes. So they've announced an AH-64D.
Are they one of your favorite helicopters?
It was when I was growing up.
Yeah. What can you tell me about the AH-64D?
So it's got two pilots in it. Okay, so you got one pilot who's flying the aircraft, and then you got another one who is the weapons master, I guess. I don't know the actual name of it, but it
That's-
sounds like
that's
he's the
a-
master of the weapon
That's a good title.
because they've got the little winglets, right?
Call him the Sergeant of Arms.
Sergeant of Arms.
No?
It could do. Well, the famous thing is the big, massive gun here, right?
Ooh.
And so that's for
Hello.
destroying armor and other targets.
So it's not a friendly
Yeah.
helicopter. Is that what you're saying?
It's friendly on your side,
Yep.
not for the other side.
So
It's
you want-
very unfriendly.
So you want to stand behind the gun?
Yes, for
All
sure. And also the rockets.
It's got rockets too.
Yep. And all these laser guided bombs. You want
Why
to
is
stay
it?
behind.
Why has it got a hat on?
This one?
Yes.
So this is the longbow. So that's got all
A
the
longbow?
sensors. Yeah. This has got all the sensors in it. And the sensors pick out all of your targets from afar. And the idea is you'll be able to attack from a distance using the laser guided bombs. Okay, so you're far away, they can't see you. You just rise up from behind a little hill, fire it off, fire it back down.
You've seen too many movies.
And then, they just be doing their business, and then kaboom, someone hits them. So rather than these coming up really close with the gun, they're just doing this like, I don't know, a bit like sniper action.
But
So
wouldn't,
that's
wouldn't you
longbow.
hear a shifty helicopter in the business or what? They're like,
I think it's far enough away that you can't really hear it.
oh, really?
So they've got that version, and they're also going to do the E.
E.
Okay, so the E.
So
you
the,
see,
the D.
you see this one up here?
So that's the dirt version, and then
that's
they've got
D,
the
right?
they've got the electric version.
Okay, and then there's the E's. So the E's, I think,
Expert belt,
I don't know what the real difference is.
elephant.
Okay, apart from the sensor on the top there. So these ones don't have it, and these are more for close in ground
So
attack.
that was actually a sensible question. What I asked.
It was the hat.
There you go.
That's right. There's a reason for the hat. Okay, so these are really, I guess, people have been looking out for them for a long time. They're going to be in 1/35th scale. Aircraft are normally in 32nd scale.
So why have they done that? That sounds odd.
So 35th scale is more for military and for figures. And
Oh.
helicopters better suits a diorama with figures. So to make it easier to achieve that, they've made the helicopters in the exact scale. There's a very little difference in there, but I mean, Dragon started doing that a long time ago, which makes sense. So that's pretty much standard now for helicopters as well. So as we get into it, there's some more of the detail. They're going to have extreme detail.
Extreme.
Yeah, so there's going to be panels.
So not just any
So you see
detail.
here, engine
Well, that's
panels
what
that are
the E's
open.
for. Extreme.
Extreme.
No?
And then the side panels here for the avionics.
Is it the Bombay?
That's not the Bombay.
Like the gin.
Like the what?
The gin.
Oh, Bombay gin. I don't mind a drop of that, but it's not that.
Not Bombay.
No, it's got nothing to do with that.
Bombay.
And this is great too because they've announced that this version is going to have the folding blade option too.
Oh,
This is something that's not really considered.
I love a folding blade.
You love folding blades, don't you?
What?
They
Why?
excite you
Why would you want a folding blade?
because normally when these are parked, the blades would be folded for protection. Because
Against
they don't just leave them out there for the wind just blow it around and damage the blades. So normally they'll be like this. So
you
they're
would
either
hope
stored
that
like this and
you would hope that it wouldn't get damaged by the wind, considering it's a helicopter.
no, but when they're parked and they're in the desert and you just got this big sandstorm coming, they get blasted pretty badly. So they do that to stop them from moving around. I guess it's a bit like a gun lock on a tank. They're normally locked in place so they don't bounce around. Yeah, you're not convinced. And then these are the weapon options. Okay, so
Oh.
you've got
I
straight
love
rockets,
options.
and then you got the
Bent
glass fronted ones are
Oh.
the laser guided ones.
Glass fronted.
Yeah, can you see that? Because
I
they've got a
can't.
little camera in them to follow.
Really?
You know, sometimes you see the video footage that is released by the military, and you follow the bomb. Well, it's seeing that view. That's what you're looking at.
Bomb view.
Bomb view.
Bombay to bomb view.
That's it. And there's the differences between the D and the E.
Are you going to build one? I don't like
I don't
the
know.
color.
We'll see.
Why are the blades yellow? It doesn't suit it.
That's just to show you the differences.
Ah,
You don't have to paint them yellow or blue.
I'm not sure.
And there's some more angles. Okay, so these are going to be absolutely fantastic. But on that news, there's always someone who... Oh, that's not it.
What?
Ming.
Oh,
Ming have
I don't
said,
know-
we're doing one too.
I don't know what you were showing then. I got a bit scared.
Oh, did you? Sorry.
I thought you
I'll
were
come
going.
back to
I
that.
thought you were going rogue on me.
No, native rogue. That happened last week, accidentally. So Ming is doing exactly the same thing.
Why?
Apache instead of Pisca.
Why?
I guess it's because they don't want to miss out on potential sales of, I don't know.
Which one's better?
Don't know. Some people are saying Ming, but all you're seeing at the moment are CAD drawings. So
Allegedly.
who knows? That's right. So you're going to have two choices now. It's a bit like when they decided to make the Panther.
Well, you don't have to make it a choice.
There
You
was
buy-
3 brands doing the Panther at the same time.
Buy them all.
Buy them all.
What?
And now there's...
People that build models don't care.
Well, they do, because
Why?
now they're going to take a long time to decide which one they want.
Nah, they'll just buy one of each.
So there's the Ming one. So look at the Ming one. I mean, their CAD drawings are pretty awesome. Your windshield wipers there. You got all the weaponry in case the helicopter goes down and the crew needs to protect themselves.
I think the crew will be dead if that helicopter goes down, mate.
Maybe. And look at that. That's got the folding rotor option as well. And
Does-
similar sort of
Does it
detail.
have flat spot on the wheels? That's how I
Well,
judge.
you look at it.
That's how I judge
Look at
all
that.
models.
Looks like it might, yeah?
That's how I judge all models.
Look at that.
I
It looks
won't.
like
I
weighted,
won't buy a model without flat spotted tires
won't you?
Nope.
Looks pretty
because
awesome, eh?
nothing annoys me more than have to put flat spots on them. Get the hair dryer and then you're pushing it down, and
Yep.
you know what I mean.
Well, look at
I'm
the
sure
gun
you've
here.
done it.
So they're showing the gun, how it's rotating in different areas, which would mean that this ammo feed is probably going to be rubber. Okay, just so you can know that.
Rubberized ammo feed.
That's it. So we expect that. And then we go back to the Taken one. So there you go. Great choices in the Apache's coming out instead of Pisca.
Will that excite Nev?
Probably not, because he doesn't build anything that big.
Oh.
But it's exciting me.
Are you going to build one
I don't know. I've got
Nick-
so many things that I haven't built yet.
next to the pig tank?
The pig tank and the 12 skull Mephistopheles.
Mephistopheles.
Yep.
How's that going?
Not at the moment.
It's been put on the back burner.
It has been.
You've got
Because
lights to fit.
I've got lights to fit on something
Got
else
lights
and
to fit.
camera to fit on something else. So there's always little projects that get put in there. But I have to. So I'm working on it
Handballed.
soon.
Handballed.
That's it.
What have we got, Paige?
So that's what we've got in plastics news. Have you got anything else?
Yeah.
Because I've got more plastics news
I'm
too.
not stopping now,
Aren't
baby.
ya?
Not stopping
What have
now.
we got?
Don't stop me
Oh.
now.
Oh, on the back of the vintage bash, what comes out? Phantom.
Phantom Menace.
But it's one of those phantoms that's easy to see.
Let's do it.
Bright yellow.
Let's do it unboxing.
We're doing an unboxing.
No,
Okay.
no, we're
Oh.
not. This is sealed, mate. This is
Oh,
sealed.
sorry, you got me excited.
No, this is sealed. You can't take the. This is going to be somebody's little baby.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, it's still got
I
the
was
factory
thinking
seals on
about.
it.
It's been a couple of years now since Nick built one for Christmas.
Yes.
I think we should send him another one.
Oh, give him to build another one.
No,
Yeah, this one's a little bit more complicated. It's got different bits in it.
does it?
Yeah.
So this is the Phantom CRC. So they did the earlier model one, which is basically just a flat chassis pancar, very rudimentary.
Yep.
Where this one here does actually have not only 12th scale pancar, but it also has suspension,
It's got a rear pod.
doesn't it? It's got a rear pod.
Yep.
And it's actually got front spring loaded.
Yeah, rather than the beam.
Yeah, rather than the beam, it's got
Yep.
spring loaded steering hubs,
Yes.
which is way more conventional to 12th scale as we know it today.
I think at the time that they had to redesign it, the time of the races extended, I think, maybe.
Did they?
So they had to make it more easy to drive and also more durable.
Durable.
Yep.
So
So 4-wheel drive, chain drive.
yep, and it's got a height adjustable rear pod.
Yep. Oh, has it? It's got
Um,
eccentrics in it.
Yep, 4-wheel drive drivetrain, which is still very unique.
Mhm.
Obviously, the 12th scales we won. Now I don't know if we can call him a Hearns racing driver, but I'm going to anyway.
Yeah.
Andrew Cook.
Yeah, we'll take him as our own.
We can.
Yeah, until he says
That'd
otherwise.
be like New Zealand. You know how we.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
Yeah, he's famous. We can call him ours.
that's right.
So he won Twat Scale Pan car.
He did, didn't he?
This is nothing like the car he drove.
No, I was wondering where you're going with that.
Yep, no, this is nothing like the car he drove.
He drove something very original, didn't he?
Yeah, something that he sort of conjured up, designed, and himself.
That's
and
very his thing. It's very his expertise now, isn't it?
He's become quite the RC car creator, Andrew Cook,
Yeah,
hasn't
he's
he?
an engineer,
So he's done the GP 3D.
which we've got over there.
That's coming along well, by the way.
It is, isn't it?
You've done. That's another one of BJ's stash.
It's pretty good.
He's done the Masami 89 replica,
That went really well. Everyone saw that going around at the bash.
and now he's done a Twat Scale Pan car. So basically, he's putting everybody out of business, Kyosho included.
Yep.
No. So this Phantom one, yeah,
So this is a bit of a classic.
this is a classic,
Mm.
and this is the first time that it's been re-released. So it doesn't sound. It sounds weird saying brand new re-release.
Well, I'll say
It's a
this is all
19
fully tooled.
It's a
Yeah.
1985 car, and I'd like to think and say without confirmation that it has been completely retooled.
I would imagine it would be.
And that's just because that's how Kyosho roll.
Mm.
Don't know, the Optima Mid, everything
Yep.
looks a lot like the car that it used to be.
Yep.
But you know what? When you actually build one or have a look at one, it's completely new. It's
Well, it's been enhanced, hasn't it?
enhanced.
I'll say enhanced because
BJ 2.0.
the original cars like the Optimas, you can use original bits on them too. Like the dimensions are basically the same.
Yeah,
Mm.
absolutely. So anyway, so this is the Phantom. We've only got a couple.
Mm.
So don't miss out, but that's exciting. It's a nice yellow box, isn't it? The other one was a bright like teal color.
Mm.
I think that's what excited Nick the most, wasn't it?
Oh,
Was the
teal.
Yeah,
I
teal.
love teal.
Teal and baby blue. Like no, that's his thing.
Yes. All right, what do we do? Let me catch up on these comments here.
Are they talking about the AP5?
No. Peter
No.
Malia says hello.
Hey Pete, how you going, buddy?
Oh, what we got here? Jeffrey Lee. He says, thanks for your help this week, Brett. And
Wow. I tried my very best. You know,
then
I can't say that it was valuable to anybody,
he's got this
but I
info for
did
you.
try. What has he got?
It was the first Valiant model to be manufactured in Australia rather than just assembled here.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah,
Thank you very much. I knew that there'd be tidbits that we could learn.
yeah, for sure. What else is there?
And this is what we're about, guys. A bit of interaction.
Yes.
I love it.
Oh, so Steve D's talking about something that I'm about to talk about.
Is it?
Yeah. So I'm not going to show his comment, although everyone else can read his comment.
Well, just get out with it. Spit it out, Beach.
Yeah. So Retro Rob wants to know if we can get bits for the Phantom. So
If they make them, we can get
we
them.
can, but we can't guarantee. It's a bit like Tamiya bits, isn't it?
Yeah.
They probably do make the bits, but they don't come as soon. Well, I guess they're not stocked as often as you would expect them back in the day. So we can try, but yeah, it's just if you don't mind waiting, we'll give it a go.
The general ethos, and it's the same as when somebody's talking about buying a grasshopper or hornet,
Yes.
is buy it,
Mm.
build it,
Yep.
enjoy the build, play with it until it breaks, then put it on the shelf and be prepared to wait, 3 to 6 months for parts
Yep.
if you order them.
Yeah. So
Because that's just the way of the world.
that's right. So I mean, now it's really easy to get a re-release. Get them anywhere now, can't you? But the thing is, yes, they're not as popular as they were in the 80s. So you
No.
imagine in the 80s, they would have churned out like thousands of these things. Now they're readily available, but they're not selling as many as they did. So obviously, parts are not as common because
No.
everyone used to use them back then. You
And-
bought them to use them.
and they
you
would
smash
just
them, you break them, you go to the shop.
they
and
would
it's
just
theirs.
do production runs.
Yes.
So they would just for a month they'll just press out grasshoppers
Yep.
or they'll press out hornets
Yep.
or whatever it is,
And the bits.
and so on and so forth. But if you miss out on that cycle, then obviously you miss out on the spares until they next fire up a re-release.
Yep.
So that's just the way it is. Doesn't mean you can't have fun with it,
No, obviously.
Yeah,
you can have fun with it, just like everyone was having fun with
And a
their
lot
cars
of
at the
people in
vintage
this
bash.
day and age, they just like to build it and put it on the shelf as it is.
Yes.
Like, how good was our little frog at the vintage bash?
I love that. And
No?
I got the slow one too.
You
the
got the
slow
slow
one
one.
was
That was still,
fast. Yeah.
and it was like, and I had ordered parts for that. I ordered 2 steering hubs.
Yep.
And bevels for the gear diff.
Yep.
With no intention to change it on race day,
Mm.
but just to keep it running in case we blew it up, because
Yep.
I was half expecting to blow it up. And
Yep.
you know what? It's still, we didn't even pop a turnbuckle.
No.
I mean,
really
it's
strong.
only got the steering one, but it's got the little Z piano wires.
Yep.
And those little crappy bass balls, 3mm balls, didn't even pop one.
Keep going.
So it just kept going. And we tried to pull it apart, let's be honest. Still got the so, for their intended purpose, it's not like they're going to break straight out of the packet.
Yeah.
And there's no reason that Phantom would be the same.
Yeah.
It's not designed for the rigors of week-to-week club racing.
No.
Let's be honest.
You got to remember that the equipment we used to put in them was much less powerful than the ones you get today too.
Oh, crazy.
You're talking about brush motors in the past, like Le Mans 480s, S's and T's. They got nowhere the power of.
No,
say,
and if they did have,
21.5 turn these
if they
days.
did have power, it was probably for a minute while the battery was fresh,
Yes.
and then it would slowly
then,
fade
we've gone
away.
soft.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas now with the lipos,
It's always on.
that little frog, I'd never seen a frog go that fast, and that wasn't anything special. I just didn't think a little Tamiya car would go that fast and handle that much power.
I guess it's because we had those preconceived ideas from what we saw as kids.
Yeah,
But, we didn't factor in all the new technology of lipos and faster motors. It's chalk and cheese.
that absolutely just the car shone. So the re-release stuff.
Mm.
And a perfect example for that car is the front wheels are quite unique, aren't they?
The front wheels.
Well,
yes.
they're four-wheel drive 12 scale.
Yes.
It's not like you can buy any other wheel on the
To
market
work on that, no.
to work on that. So
No,
when
that's
you
right.
wear out the front tires, you've either got to have Kyosho front wheels there, or you have to true those tires off completely and
Yep.
glue up new ones.
Yep.
Now, there's no reason that donuts from the current 12 scale crop won't fit. It's just a matter of whether you have the means necessary to do it.
Well, that's it, isn't it?
What have you got, Beej?
What are we going to look at now? I was going to look at this,
Yeah.
but I forgot all the details.
What details?
Like what scale it is. I think it's 48 scale. Look at that.
McConnell. Is it Scottish?
So
That's McConnell.
McDonald.
McDonald Douglas.
McDonald Big Mac. No, totally different.
Douglas.
The Black Douglas.
I'm sure he's black.
That's Scotch, isn't it? All right, we
You are-
digress.
You are a loose unit, BJ.
So the Wild Weasel, which is an F4 Phantom. You're a
The-
bit of a weasel sometimes.
The wild weasel.
Yeah, can you imagine? You're a weasel, and then when you're wild, you're off your head. But this is an aircraft. So very popular aircraft, and again, coming out in Ming. So Ming's announced that, and let's hope they give us some more details. 'cause
Who
that's
do
pretty
Ming
exciting.
think they are with all these new releases?
Well, Ming, I would consider one of the top-notch brands now, and they're really diversifying. They're doing figures as well, and they're doing Bandai style stuff.
I think
click
you
together thing.
I think you've diversified into figures. Every time I see you, you're in the figure section.
I love figures.
I know.
Now, yeah. So that's that.
Yeah.
And then, but
The wild weasel.
I got something else which is on everyone's mind, I think, because it's already been mentioned.
Hmm.
What's that?
That's
That is Matt
I was
Jenkins'
gonna say,
car.
that's Maddie's car.
So Matt Jenkins has actually produced his car.
Yes.
No, actually, Matt Jenkins conceived a blockhead hotshot 6 months ago.
Yeah. So it was original, just off the shelf Tamiya hot shot.
Yeah.
So it had monoshock front and rear.
That's right.
And he just painted it up in blockhead livery.
Yep.
Got a load of stickers from us.
Yes.
Given the fact that we're the only blockhead licensed distributor in Australia, aren't we?
Yes.
But now Tamiya have gone and announced that they're going to do a Hot Shot 2
Yep.
Blockhead Motors Edition.
Yes.
And it's probably going to go crazy wild, much like the Wild One Blockhead Motors Edition.
Oh, for sure. I mean, look how similar this livery is to the finish that Matty did.
Yeah, Matt did exactly the same,
Yeah.
except his one had obviously the mono rear shock, and
Yep.
he did all the tub and the suspension parts silver.
That's right. All these
And the
parts were
roll cab.
silver. Yeah.
So he actually did a better job than that one. But he
Oh,
did
I think so.
The grey wheels,
Yep.
the blue and white stripe with
Yep.
the it actually looks really, really similar.
Yeah. So it's great because the Hotshot 2 has never been re-released before.
Never.
Never, ever. And they're bringing it out as a blockhead version,
Is that
which I think is good. It's a little bit controversial at the moment.
why?
There's some people that are upset because they wanted an original Hotshot 2. They wanted the
Why?
black finish. Why? I think some people are just very, very precious about what they had before and they want exactly the same thing.
You can paint it black.
No, you can't because it comes pre-painted. You
It
paint
comes
it-
pre-painted.
Yeah, just like the Wild One.
Oh,
So it's coming pre-painted as you see there, and you just have to put the stickers on. So obviously the main differences, which are obvious, are the number panels that have
Yes.
been added on. Okay, apart from the livery, which is different, we've got the chromed wheels and also the hubs are chromed.
instead of red.
Yep.
Yep.
But the major difference is
Roll cage.
a brand new roll cage.
And that's good because the poor little driver couldn't see out properly
That's right.
before.
Well, you can see it from here. It
All
looks
the
much more realistic.
All the drivers were complaining.
That's right, because it was like squashed down,
Yeah.
and
He couldn't barely see.
that's right.
My Buzz, he said, get me out of here. He
Did
was
he now?
he was in a hot shot.
Did he make a complaint?
He made a complaint, so I
Right.
put him in the octane next to the stick.
Well, you can see a lot more now, can't
He
you?
can. Where is he? He's next to the stick.
Yeah. The things you do for your team drivers. There you go. See, much better
Much better visibility.
Yeah, for sure.
And he's got the Stiggy in there in co-pilot.
Yep.
And he's not happy about that because Stig thinks he's a racing driver.
Does he?
Yep. So
Oh, Buzzy's got a big smile on his face. He's loving it.
why wouldn't you? It's octane. Hey, we're
Yeah.
going to touch on that, haven't we?
Oh yes.
Oh my god.
All right, so let's bring this back.
So much
you can
news.
see here that's the big thing there.
What's the big thing?
The new roll cage. It makes
Ah.
a huge difference in the look.
I was going to say the jewelry of shocks was probably the best thing that happened to it.
Oh, you reckon? So this is where the Hot Shot 2 is like a marriage between the Hot Shot and the Super Shot. So back in the day, you could get the conversion kit, the twin shock conversion kit.
Really?
So there was a separate one for the back and a separate one for the front. So you could get a Hot Shot and put 4 shocks on it if you wanted to, just like a Super Shot.
Close mate of ours, Jack Engel, was running one of them at the bash,
Yeah,
wasn't he?
yeah, he was.
They
Pretty fast with the Hot Shot.
didn't jump real well, I'll be honest. The monoshock. It
No.
was a little bit out of its depth on the current racetrack. Let's hope that one's better.
Well, this one will be better.
Are you going to get one?
I'd like to build one. I'll probably build one.
No, you said that with the other one and you still haven't. Again, that's in your stash.
No.
No.
It's going to be done. It's going to be done.
Yeah.
It's going to be done. It's
There'll
gonna
be a
done.
blockhead third release
be
by
done.
the time you finish
It'll be
that
done.
one. That's going to be a vintage re-release by the time. It's going to be a vintage re-release by the time
Probably.
you do it.
Probably. It'll be ready for the 85th anniversary.
Ugh.
So this is due for release. It's really interesting how the information got leaked. It just got leaked last
Last
night.
night, Australia time.
So
We
this-
woke up to it.
That's right. So this will be available in early 2023.
Yes.
We're not
First-
taking pre-orders.
First quarter of 2023
Yep.
is the word on the street.
So with this, we'll let you know when it comes in, and then
BJ will call you directly.
come in.
Is that what you're saying?
I'll call everyone directly over air like this, and then
They're here.
and then jump on it.
Yeah.
I'll have a link, and then it's be quick.
Because after the kerfuffles we've had lately,
Yes.
and I can call it kerfuffle,
Yeah.
we're not going to do pre-orders.
No.
But we are going to secure as many as we can.
That's right.
And hopefully, being Blockhead's #1 dealer here in Australia, we get our request and it comes in.
Yep.
You can expect the first shipment will be short supplied.
Yep.
As that will always been the trend lately.
Yeah, that's what happens.
But there'll be a second and third batch.
Yep.
Because that's how the world works.
Mm.
So if you miss out in the first lot, I can't guarantee there'll even be a second lot. But yeah, we will be keeping it live and relative as we can because
That's right.
it's going to be super exciting.
It's gonna be cool. So the other thing that was big on the Hot Shot 2 was also the easy access radio panel.
Well,
on
that
the
was
top.
really good for changing crystals.
That's right, because people were starting to race the Hot Shots, and to get the change of crystal, you have to rip apart the whole thing, right? Either that, or you cut a hole in the top and just leave it all naked. But then they made that little panel,
Little hatch.
and that's a panel that you still see on the Hot Shots now because they've just left it in there,
Yeah, they've left it in there, haven't
Yeah.
they?
even though you don't need it anymore. But the little,
Well, you might
oh, maybe if you want to dig around in there.
poke around in there.
So there you go. That's pretty exciting. So that is a Blockhead Motors Hot Shot 2. Expect that in early 2023. What else we got?
What haven't we got?
What haven't we got? I don't know.
What did we do last week?
We went to a skate.
We went to a skate park.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that we touched on it. Can you able to broadcast it?
No, I couldn't work out how to broadcast a
Oh.
video. So we did take some video of, what do we take?
We took the Octane as with Buzz and Stig in it. And I'll be honest, it's a little worse for wear.
I can
I
do
think
something
it's-
really low tech.
I think it looks loved. What are you talking about, low tech?
I can do it on my mobile phone. We'll do it on the overhead camera.
That is so me. That is something
Is
that
that
I
you?
would- that
Well,
is-
at least
I
everyone gets to
spend
see it.
half of my day taking photos of laptop and computer screens
Yeah.
and sending it to people. That's how I roll. That's my MO.
There you go.
Because you can use the click function, but then you got to save it and import it, and put it in a
Yes.
folder. You know what I mean?
Let me see if I'm gonna find it. I gotta find it first.
Oh well.
Let's scroll
We took
through.
the octane. Now coming to Christmas time, we've got a full stock of these octanes.
Yep.
And we love it. We're going to sell hundreds of them, and for very good reason. They
Mm.
are so popular, and they are capable, even in the hands of some aggressive driving
Well, we did-
from one of our
Well,
colleagues.
how about?
From one of our colleagues, let's say.
Let's see. Hang on.
You just got to be careful that there's no swearing.
Swearing?
it
I don't
was-
think anything swearing.
Well,
Oh, the car's
Buzz-
about to get squashed.
is it?
There we go.
Don't
Alright,
squash that
let's
one.
go over here.
Are we going to go to Overhead Town?
Oh, look at that. It looks small.
Well, it is small. This is very... Is that even an iPhone?
What do you mean iPhone? Who uses iPhones these days?
Uh-oh. See, look, your battery's gone flat.
I mean, it's not flat. What are you talking about? How's that?
I
Is
don't
that
know.
going to work? Is that, that's not everything.
This is ridiculous.
Where am I going?
I don't know.
Let's try this.
I can see you've got nice soft hands.
How do you know they're soft?
I can picture them as soft. Ooh,
How's that?
you got focus.
We're going to fly.
How cool is that?
It goes really well, doesn't it?
It does.
Definitely.
For just a brushed car, and it had a 9-step lipo in it.
Look at this. Boom.
Oh, didn't
How
even
good's that?
knock Nick off his feet.
No.
You wouldn't do that sort of behaviour with the X-Max.
Yes, you would.
You
'Cause
would.
We did that too.
Well, you
but I
would.
haven't got the footage of the X-Max
You
on me.
would, but you would make sure that you weren't near the skate bowl.
No, so the thing is, X-Max has got so much power in it.
And
It
it's
looks
so heavy.
weighty. Like, it's weighty. You pick it up, you put it down, and then you squeeze it, and it just goes flying up in the air.
Doesn't it? Like
It's
5,
just-
10 meters in the
It's
air. Like,
power on tap.
and it's heavy. It's a lot of energy going on there.
There is.
And the accidents that we had in both cars, it didn't always go right. Let's be honest.
No, sometimes it ended up on its roof.
It ended up on its roof and cartwheeling across the skateboard. Both of them, the skateboard, both of them came back uninjured. You know,
Nothing happened to them.
the X-Max blew a tire off its wheels from some,
From
over
maybe me.
some over aggressive trying to
I was trying
returtle
to
it,
flip it back.
trying to flip it back.
Didn't work. They turned them like dinner plates.
That's right. Until the poor little tire and super glue just cried no more.
I guess,
And the
Let go.
Octane was pretty much just lost its bonnet, didn't it?
oh yeah.
Some of the bodywork copped the thrash,
Yeah,
and
that's
that
right.
probably only happened because the bumper bar was snapped off.
Yeah, well,
Yeah. So if we had the bumper bar on, it would have protected the body.
yeah, probably.
But it looks pretty cool.
Hmm.
But yeah, so that is the Octane and the X-Max. And these are perfect for entry-level, first-timers, and even for experienced guys that want to have fun.
Can't go wrong with these.
No, you can't. You
No.
really can't. And they do not come with Buzz Lightyear heads.
Yeah. Don't get expectations of that
No,
one. Yeah.
they come with-
That's custom.
They come with 2 sticks.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, what else we got? You got anything else? What have I got here?
Are you going to talk some more Gunpla? Is
It's
that
not really gunpla.
no? Is it Carpla?
Gunpla. Well, this is Meng again. And
Meng-
we don't think of Meng.
Mengpla.
Don't think of Meng as being a model car manufacturer.
Why
they've
don't
done,
we?
They've done bikes.
Why don't we? I can think of them as a cum.
Well, I guess it's because traditionally most of the manufacturers have concentrated on one particular genre. Except the really huge companies like Tamiya, Hasegawa, right? But Hasegawa is still known as an aircraft brand, although they're getting themselves known as a car brand.
The
Meng
main thing
just
that
does
the main
everything.
thing that I'm disappointed about with Meng is their model selection.
What, this one?
Mm.
You don't like it?
It's not my cup of tea.
It's interesting that they did pick this though, because I don't think anyone else would have picked it.
That's probably why they did.
Yep. Being
So they
different.
could do something completely different. So it's a Z4 soft top
Is it a Z4?
Mm.
Oh, it is too.
M40. So
Now the Z4,
mm,
does that share a platform with something? Is that the Supra or is that a Z3?
that is a Supra.
That is a Supra. Z4
Yeah.
now. There's no more Z3, isn't
no,
there?
Z3s went out with
Previous
James Bond.
generation. With James Bond.
James Bond crashed the Z3.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
What a wrecker. So this is the latest version. And there's an M version, right?
Yep. So that shares a platform with the Toyota
Okay.
and vice versa.
Yep.
But yeah,
It's cool.
what are you going to unbox it? You're going to
Might
have
as well.
Let's have a look in
Let's
there.
have a close look inside.
Take the lid off and jump in.
Now, I've got a feeling I'll probably zoom this in so far that...
So far, tight like a
How's
toy
that?
car.
How's that?
So tight,
How's
tires
that?
and
I'll
model.
probably need to focus that a bit.
Hmm.
Oh my God.
The
How's that?
the tires of this model are made of quality vinyl material. They have a fine tire tread texture. and are free from bad smell.
No, it doesn't say that.
That's exactly what it
No,
says. That's what it says.
I don't believe you.
That's what it says there, and are free from bad smell.
That's absolutely right.
Hmm.
But that's a selling point, isn't it? Oh, I'm getting one of these.
There's nothing worse than a smelly tire.
Oh,
Paragon.
there you go.
What have you got
All right,
there?
so we've got a little thing in there.
What's the thinger?
A thinger. Oh,
All
no,
right.
you can't read it. All right, so it's all
Uh-oh.
molded in grey.
Uh-oh. Here we go. BJ's alive.
Pretty good.
You would have Pepper the Pug in fits now. She'd think that the chips are coming out.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, no. How's this?
It'd be
I don't know if we'll
false-
see much
false
here.
advertising.
This is pretty spectacular.
It's got a hard top on it too.
Look how sharp the details are on that dash.
Which dash?
Particularly around the air vents and such.
It's almost like it's resin cast, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks that way.
I am absolutely.
It's pretty crisp. It's often when you see like CAD drawings and they'll look like this, and then you get disappointed because when it actually gets molded, it's really soft.
That
But
is
I mean,
phenomenal.
it's
I
good,
can't
isn't it?
believe how fine the polymer is.
Look
No.
at that too. Look at the texture on this.
Because that is injection molded.
I've got no idea what that is, but it looks like some sort of mesh is going on there.
That will be the
Is that the cover?
that'll be the rear of the back seat.
Right.
Rear bulkhead, I reckon.
Right. Okay. And then you've got the windscreen. Oh, there's the soft top.
Soft top.
So you see how it's got the
It's not-
folded
It's
textures in it.
false advertising.
It's not that soft. This one. This one's hard. But then you got the frame, windscreen frame. How good is it?
I'm not sure.
I reckon it's good.
I cannot believe you're calling it. Are you calling it? Does it get the BJ thumb of approval?
Give the body work.
Yeah, it's still ugly. I mean,
You're not a fan of the shape.
well,
You got the massively heavy panel line there, which is just like on the real car, isn't it? It's
That's-
pretty pronounced.
but it's really good because you don't have to rescribe it,
No.
and it gives you scope for
me
putting
see.
primer down. Yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
but look at it. There's no mold lines.
No, really
do you know
clean.
do you know the
Super
one that
clean.
we've been working on and it had a few mold lines, and there's none of that.
Look at it. Super clean.
Crisp.
Yep. There's your non-smelling tires. They're just in there.
I just want to sniff them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just
Yeah,
want
have
to
a bit
sniff
of a
it.
snort. Have a snort. I don't know if you'll smell it because I think they've been
It's in a-
sealed for freshness.
It's in a bag.
Yep.
I just want to sniff it. Now they said there's no bad smell.
But you can see the tread pattern, can't you? Oh, that's pretty good.
Is it?
Yeah, I reckon.
I'd say it's
Right, so there's a
Yokohama
body.
A008.
Got a heap of clear.
Well,
You're
that's
not
not.
gonna see it very
You're not
much
going
now.
to see. That's a crap thing to show.
But you can see, look at that. That's the demisting lines,
Yeah, I
which are
can
already
see
been
that.
molded in.
Those passenger windows. That's pretty cool. Because they're probably a pillarless door.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's a good feature.
Yep.
Because you'd expect the windows just to be down.
That's right.
Because it shows
Super
them
clean.
down in the picture, but
Really clear
maybe
glass.
maybe if you model it with the hard top, with the soft top, you can wow, look at the wheels.
They're pretty decent, aren't they? They're all right, aren't they?
Wow, look at the gearbox housing.
Where are we
I
looking?
want to say on a diff. Yeah,
Oh, there. Yep.
you're just looking at my crusty finger.
The bolts are really
And the
sharp. There's a
steering
disc
wheel.
on the wheel.
Look, it's got the
All the
it's got the
buttons.
Bluetooth control and cruise control on the steering wheel.
Yep.
It's got the rack, diff. I like it.
It's good, isn't it?
I'm calling it.
So I think they've
reckon.
done a pretty good job.
I reckon Ming have smashed this. Oh my god! Look at the
Oh,
look at
look
the
at this.
look at the grill.
Where are we?
I have not seen anything like it.
That's pretty damn good,
Now,
isn't it?
I was super impressed when we looked at the
Oh, gearbox.
Ducati Superleggera. But I'm going to go out on a limb and say that this is better.
Look at that.
If only they do a proper car.
That's right. Well, let's wait and see.
Hopefully they do a SLK.
Pretty decent. I
Door
like it.
trims. I am pleasantly surprised.
Pretty good, eh?
No?
Yep.
I thought,
it.
like I said, and it looks pretty easy to build. It's more of a painter's kit, no?
Yes.
There's
You can
less
tell
parts
by-
here than in our Lancia.
But you notice that all the parts that are connected, you know, like the calipers on the discs, they've got really good detail on them already.
The devil is in the detail.
That's it.
How come the bodies are fit to the... Have they just done that for packaging?
Yeah. And that's to show how well fitting they are. Where you want to go on the top.
I don't know. I was just
Well, here. So they've
See?
packaged it together. But look how tight the fit is. How good is it?
tight like a toiga.
Like a Toyota. Impressive?
Faja.
So that's a nice surprise, isn't it?
That is the Ming Z4 M40i. M40i?
So it's a 4-litre.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? But I would
have they
hazard,
changed them
I
now?
would hazard a guess to say that it's not.
Oh, they've changed the numbering system, have they?
Because they've got turbocharged, they've actually got much smaller engines.
Oh, really?
But they're like, they're using turbos too.
Right. Okay.
That's a bit deceptive.
Is it? All right. What else we got? Have you got anything else?
Servos.
Servos, yeah. Let me go and have a look at these comments because I haven't really
Why not?
looked at this.
I just want to talk servos. I don't want to talk MKS. Because we had a shipment in the other week and I meant to talk about it and I'm sure
Who's this?
that I forgot. I'm not sure who is it. I cannot see from
Can't
here.
you see? You need glasses.
No, I just
You need glasses. So that's Matt Jenkins saying that the blockhead looks very much like his, and it does, doesn't it?
why, except the driver's got better visibility, mate. You know, you didn't remodel the roll cage.
Oh no, you're terrible.
Nor did you fit the dual shock rear end. But I dare say that yours is way better. No? It is way better because he's done the suspension arms and everything. And the
Oh, there's a bit
tub
more work, yeah.
and the gearbox housing.
Yep.
And he's actually done different greys as well. So it's like really textured.
Mm.
Right? We should revisit it. Actually, there's a link. You
Oh,
can,
link to
you
that?
can do that.
I can do that. Let me look for that.
There's a link. Post a link to when we exposed or did an expose on Matty Jenkins' very own Hot Shot Blockhead edition. We had it on the show because it was that cool, didn't we?
We did. Where is it? Maybe I'll do it over here.
MKS servos, people. There is no finer servo than an MKS.
There isn't?
No.
No, they're pretty good,
I
aren't they?
really struggle to believe that anybody's making a better servo. Now, whether you were doing, got them in 12th scale, so the really tiny, super precise ones,
Yes.
and that's where you really need it. So, okay, they don't have huge power or torque, but for the size of them, they definitely do. I think it's the HV50P. They're super lightweight and super precise.
Yep.
We've got this 599 Monster. This
Mm.
is Nitro Racer's dream. You know,
Dream?
Yep. Nitro Racing 8 scale off-road. It is an absolutely weapon of a servo.
Right.
You would not want to get your finger stuck in your steering bell crank with that.
That'll hurt,
Not
wouldn't
with
it?
42 kilos of torque
No.
at a transit time of 008.
Mm-hmm.
No? So
008.
008. So that is not only is it the blink of an eye,
It'll bite you before you even know it.
it will bite you. And the best thing is they're super robust and reliable.
Yep.
You know? And by no means they're definitely not a cheap product, but they are a great value product in that their performance outlives their price.
Well, that's it. I guess that's always something that people consider, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because they are a top-end servo with a high price on them.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, it's
And
not a
then-
$30 servo.
No, that's right. But there is the reason for it.
Yeah.
And we've experienced the reason. I mean, we've been using these for a long, long time.
Yeah.
No, not only are they reliable, but they have all the performance that doesn't drop off.
And they're robust.
Yep.
And I mean, yes, you can do the wrong thing and you can break them, but they're also fully rebuildable.
Yep.
And here's a little example of this is the 575 SL. You can go
On
overhead.
top.
This is the 575 SL, and we can see the numbers on here. We've got at 7.4 volts, 16.8 kilos
Yep.
at 007.
Yep.
And that is like a 1/10 on-road touring car servo, but there's not that at that sort of torque. You can definitely put in an off-road application.
Yep.
You know, 1/10. It's definitely got enough torque to go in a full drive mod car. 16 kilos is plenty
It is.
for that. Again, it's not going to rip your finger off, but you know what? It's going to be plenty to turn the wheels. And you can see here, I'm going to just move the 5.7 as the 599.
Comparing sizes.
Yeah, comparing the size.
We can sort of zoom it a bit too.
And zoom out a bit. Ba, 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 ba. So, and super lightweight. Where is the weight? So the weight on the 575 is 53 grams.
Yep.
And on the X6 on the 599,
Yep.
it's only 73.
So X6 is their highest grade, isn't it?
X6, so they do an X5 and an X6.
Yep.
And they also do the X6 in the Ranger Heli servos as well.
Yep.
And that's where a lot of guys use them as well. We had Brendan Tucker on once,
Mhm.
Simon Richardson. They all use MKS in their heli builds because you need really good servos.
They've been pretty extreme, aren't
And
they?
the difference between these and others is the precision. Your car will go straight.
Yep.
And they have quite a unique and somewhat classy sound. When they're in the car, they just they ooze. It's like a Ferrari with a really nice exhaust system. You know what I mean? Like it just sounds, that's what the servo sounds like.
It's amazing, isn't it?
The Ferrari of servos. That said, a lot more precise than a Ferrari, I dare say. MKS.
Excellent. So I'll just put up the link for the.
For Matty Jenkins build.
That's right.
Run overhead. I can see my
Oh.
hands flapping around.
Yeah, you can speak with your hands, can't you?
Not very well. I've got a book about that.
Have you?
Yes. It's on my coffee table. The Italian. Not sure. That's awkward. What's happened?
I've just gone really quiet because we tried to speak with sign language and it didn't work.
No, not at
There's
all.
a problem there. So let's go back to spoken language. So we still don't have any color.
It's white.
Don't have a color. Yeah, it is. Well, that's close enough, isn't it?
That's
But
white.
then a year, I've got no
AP5.
idea. What's a year? We've got no.
Has anybody guessed the year?
No.
No. So you just posted up in the link
Yep.
to the Matty Jenkins Hot Shot Blockhead Edition.
Yeah.
Sorry,
the
no,
block shot.
Block Shot. That's what he called it, isn't it?
That's right.
The Hot Shot Blockhead Edition.
But he ran that, didn't he? Did he run it?
No.
Oh, I didn't
No,
run it.
it's never been fitted.
Oh, that's right. The top 4 Evo got run around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And run really well.
Mm.
Out of the box, put it on the podium. I mean, the guy can steer. Let's make no mistake. He can build a car and steer a car.
Steering's pretty important.
You know, not quite as good as young Noah, but you know, he's getting there. That's about it for me.
That's it for you. I got one more thing if you want to look at it, or we can wait until next week because we've already gone over time.
Have we?
Yep.
I feel that we've gone over time.
It's almost another hour and a half long.
It's up to you, mate. It's up
Well,
to
how
you.
about we leave it for next week?
All right.
Because I reckon it'll probably fit in with next week a bit better.
All right.
But that was plenty of news there, wasn't it?
Plenty of news. Huge congratulations to all the team that competed at Canberra.
Did super well.
And a huge congratulations for just being so good at what they do and being so nice about it as well. It was a pleasure being part of the team, meeting all the guys. We'd like I said, the huge news coming out of that is not only the double national title and all the podiums and the top really good juniors in Noah Jenkins and Jack Dewhurst out of Bendigo Club, but a celebration sale.
That's it.
You will not get into a Yokomo kit cheaper.
No. So make sure you jump onto that because we think it's going to disappear pretty quick because the specials are very, very sharp.
Very sharp.
Yeah.
So if you've been thinking about it or on the fence, now's the time to do it because it's hopefully it'll never happen again.
Well, we're drunk on winning success. So we just
think
want to share it around.
I'm drunk on gyoza.
Mate, if I could drink gyoza, I would. Would you drink it with me?
Why not? So that was huge news. And we've got the boys competing in Victoria this weekend at the VDS round.
That's right. So that's happening now, isn't
right
it?
now. The track is open. They are practicing.
Yep.
I'm not sure about the weather outside, but yeah, they are out there. They are practicing reverse direction.
Yep.
Like I said, run by the Wodonga Club, hosted by the Kilo Club.
Yep.
It's all very confusing.
Yep.
And let's see if it gets won by the Hearns racing team.
That's it.
If not, have fun, play nice, and yeah,
It's going to be
just
fun.
walk away with a smile.
The
You're
track always
guaranteed-
brings fun.
Guaranteed at Kilo to walk away with a belly full.
I love that canteen.
No,
my
trackside treats, and the girls there do an amazing job.
Dim sim in a hot dog bun. Probably,
The Healy hot dog.
yeah. You probably don't need to try that one. We took footage of it and we haven't shared it. Probably don't need to, do we?
No, no, another Healy stitch up.
Yeah, I don't know. It's part of experiencing something different.
Living the dream.
That's it.
Now we know why he's the way he is. If you find
Understanding the man
that's right.
at the grassroots level.
But you know the Kilo Club, the facilities there has been phenomenal.
It's amazing.
You
It was
know.
already good and it's just gone up another
It is
level.
world class. So
And the committee, they've done an excellent job.
can't speak highly enough of the club and everybody involved.
Yeah.
So that's this weekend, and yeah, stay in touch.
That's right. Thanks for joining us again.
All right, guys, thanks for watching. Next week will be our episode 130.
That's right.
Wow, it
And
feels
we might
like
have something special on next week as well.
we will definitely will. Panda has been rattling on about something.
Is he?
Yep. Every 10th episode, he's got something special from
Ah.
episode 100.
Yeah.
Remember, he first
That's
made an
right.
appearance.
That's right.
It
So,
feels
so
like
he's going to have some sort of other invention, is he?
we'll have to wait and see. But I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully it's tasty and hopefully it's coffee, but that could be just a vicious rumor.
Tasty. We like that.
All right, guys.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.